Quick! Go!
You silly doggy.
Has to be me standing over the body. What a fucking day.
What are you doing out here alone?
Just out for a walk in the woods.
Found anything interesting?
Well, some berries.
Gamekeeper of Ostatek sent me to find a poacher who's hunting around here.
Sir, have mercy on me. I can explain everything. I have a family to feed, only we're not doing well and we scarcely have a bite to eat. I was desperate. So I came here to poach. Please, sir, spare me.
Crikey, that was easy. So you confess you've been hunting here?
A bit here and there.
But you know poaching's a crime. Couldn't you find another way?
I couldn't think of anything.
I'm sure you know poaching is forbidden. So why'd you do it?
I was left with no other option, sir. Ever since this band of robbers has been marauding here, we can barely make ends meet. They got no scruples. They take whatever they can get their hands on. And there ain't nothing left for us common folk. Besides, Lord von Burgau, God bless him, he got his hands full with them and he ain't got time to put things to right in his domain. Ever since, we've been living hand to mouth.
That's all I need to know. It's my job to catch a poacher, and you've confessed to poaching. So, what to do with you now?
Sir, have mercy on me, please.
There's nothing for it. You're coming with me. The game belongs to the nobility. Poaching is not allowed. So, let's go.
But sir,
Quiet! Vostatek might have told you I was going to bring you some poachers. Here's one of them. He was hanging round Rock Tower Pond.
Please, have mercy.
We hang poachers here, and you won't get any special treatment. Scum. You dare to show your face to me after what you did at my daughter's wedding?
I have to tell you that there are some, things going on in the mill in Lower Semine that don't seem to have much to do with milling flour.
It's not the first I've heard of it. People come in here all the time saying that mill is suspicious. Nobody's been able to give me any details, though. Can you elaborate?
Well, where can I start?
Look, if you're caught up in anything shady, you don't have to worry. If you bring me valuable reports, I can guarantee you impunity. I protect my people, so you can speak freely.
Something's definitely going on at the mill. Crazel tasked me with carrying sacks. I thought they were full of flour. But then metal balls started spilling out. He wouldn't tell me what was going on. Instead, he offered me another job. That is, just a job. He initiated me into the art of wealth redistribution. His term for thievery. In short, before I knew it, I became an apprentice thief with all that entails. But it didn't sit right with me, which is why I'm here.
Good for you, lad. All we've had so far is vague accusations, no direct evidence. Crazel and his hired hands are damned crafty. It's hard to figure out what his supposedly scholarly talk is all about. Now, I'm thinking. Supposing you became our eyes and ears at Crazel's place.
You mean be your informant?
Well, let's call it a trade. Valuable first-hand reports in exchange for honest, officially approved groschen.
That sounds interesting. Where should I start?
Just carry on doing what you're doing for Crazel, as if nothing happened. Gain his trust. It can be dubious and dangerous. It's hard to tell what he has in store for you. You mustn't let on to him that you're working for us. And when we have enough evidence, we'll hit Lower Semine in full force. We'll lock the whole lot up.
All right. I'll be happy to help. As soon as I get Crazel and his band in one place, I'll tell you immediately. I apologize. I'm so sorry I ruined the wedding like that.
So you should be. And you should apologize to my daughter Agnes, too. The poor girl's been down since the wedding. And it's all your fault.
God bless. you doing here? I hope nothing's missing.
Quick! Oh, I'm exhausted. Car! Quick! I could use some sleep. Car! I could use some sleep. Keep it up. Quick. Quick.
Hey, you there.
What? Hey, you!
Yes?
How about stretching those limbs and getting some light exercise? Shall we spar?
Somebody gave you a good working over. Are you all right?
What do you need?
My body is in need of rest and relaxation.
Certainly, my baths are at your service.
I need my wounds treated and my clothes washed. And then I'll have a hot bath.
Excellent. Pay up and we can get started.
I'll gladly pay you.
All right then, let's get to it. Follow me.
I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself out there, friend.
Go! Quick! Quick! Ja! Quick! Oh, I solved your problem.
Ah, my drinking problem.
No, not that one.
I should think not, since I don't have one.
I meant the poacher. I dealt with him. I found him and hauled him off to the bailiff in Troskowitz, like you told me.
My, you don't waste time, lad. If I had a few more like you, I wouldn't have a care in the world here.
Ah, not worth mentioning.
Right. How about another one? This poacher pisses me off even more than the last one, so I hope you'll help me with him.
I'm ready. Where does this poacher hunt?
Under the candlestick, where it's darkest. A short way from here, around Vidlak Pond. That's why I don't go far from the lodge, see? The problem is, it's a damn big area. Almost all the northwestern woodlands. And it's uphill and all.
I get it. What should I do with this poacher?
Same as last time. I know we have a poacher around here. Only I haven't been able to catch him. If you can find him, catch him and take him to the bailiff. I'll sleep a lot more peacefully, see?
Right. Find him, catch him, bring him in. Is there anyone around here who might know something?
Ask the tanner in the valley. Or even better, she'll tell you to...
Right. Right.
Thanks.
I'm trying to track down a poacher who's hunting around here.
That's an important mission. But sorry, I don't know nothing about it.
I want to ask you something anyway.
Better me than the neighbours anyway. Especially Pavlik's old woman. Have you talked to her?
No, I haven't spoken to her. Why?
That's good. For sure she and her old man would tell you I'm the poacher.
They would? Why?
Those Pavliks ain't very nice folk. Old Pavlik ain't too bad, but that wife of his... I don't know why, but all of a sudden she thinks I'm the root of all evil.
I see. I imagine it's not easy living next to them. Still, I'd like to ask you a few questions anyway. Maybe you know something that could help.
As you like.
Have you any idea where the poacher might be hiding out?
God knows. It's all deep forest, so he could be anywhere. Maybe somewhere close to the game he poaches.
Yeah, that's good thinking. Do you know of any place like that?
Well, not far from here there's a clearing in the hills where we used to go to watch deer. But I don't know if any stags goes there anymore.
I didn't know that. If I can't think of anything better, I'll go and take a look.
But don't get your hopes up.
How's trade?
It's going well. There's demand.
Who do you sell most to?
Depends. I take everything to Troskowitz and there I see what's what. But the better hides go for fancy shoes and clothes. Things for the gentry and that.
Where'd you get the hides? From some suspicious fellas in the forest?
No, I ain't like that. I have an agreement with the huntsmen and their hands, who bring me what they hunt. But it's not that often. They don't bring much. And not the best stuff neither. More often they bring me hides from the village. They butcher animals and skin them and everything is processed. I do the hides.
So you're a tanner? Only a fool would think you wouldn't find hides at your place.
Indeed. Trade's good, so I've got a lot of various quality and origin. I don't bother with envious folks.
Why did the Pavliks hate you so much?
I don't know. But if Prague was to go up in flames, the Pavliks would run straight to the bailiff and swear it was me what did it.
Did you have some falling out with them?
Nothing I know of. We never talk much. I'm not the kind of fella that's at the centre of things. I like my peace and quiet.
Well, still seems odd to me, though.
You're telling me? At least you don't have to live next to them.
Have you seen any tracks left by the poacher?
I haven't. I wouldn't even know what to look for.
You know, animal carcasses, guts, a camp in the woods.
Ah, I see. No, I ain't seen nothing. I don't go walking in the woods much. At most, I go to Troskovitz for hides. Or to the village here to the north.
I don't know of any village that way. What's it called?
It's pretty far. I call it Upper on account of it being uphill.
Thanks. That's all.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm here on Gamekeeper Vostatek's authorization.
The gamekeeper, you say? What would he want from me?
I'm looking for a poacher in the area. Would you know anything about that?
Ah, I see. My wife can tell you more about that than me.
All right, thanks. I'll go and ask her right after.
Well, prepare yourself. She's got it all clear in her head from the first moment that she saw the tanner next door.
The tanner? Can you tell me any more?
Like what, exactly?
Why is your wife so set on the tanner?
I wish I knew. She never liked the look of him. Besides, he was always kind of secretive. And it's God's truth, he ain't short a coin.
Right, sure. And what do you think about the tanner?
He's an ordinary fella. Works all the hours God gives. He sells fine skins, even supplies the nobles. Buckskin, deerskin, goatskin. I said to myself, I wouldn't mind being a tanner. Looks like there's good coin in it, but my pa supplied everyone hereabouts with fish. And who else should carry it on but his son?
Do you think your wife's right about the poaching?
I don't have to see a thief on every corner. I'll leave that to the old woman. But to answer your question, no, I don't think it's him. But even if it is, it ain't no skin off my nose.
You were talking about fine quality hides. Do you know where the tanner gets them?
Like all the others, I suppose. From the gamekeeper or from farmers who've slaughtered animals. I couldn't say for sure, I don't talk to him. You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'll certainly do that. Thanks. That's all.
Farewell, my friend.
Vostatek charged me with rooting out the poacher causing trouble round here. Have you seen or heard anything suspicious?
You bet I have. The tanner's the poacher.
I've already talked to the tanner. He had a feeling you'd accuse him.
Too bloody right.
Poaching's a serious accusation. Are you sure he's the poacher?
I'm sure. He earns much too much coin for an ordinary tanner.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean he's poaching, though.
He's rolling in it. He can't have that from honest work. Why else would he head off into the forest every other week, eh? If it ain't him, it's someone in league with him. Someone who lives in Witch's Copse.
Witch's Copse?
There's a path behind our outhouse. If you go along it for a while, you'll come to a cross in the forest. And north of that, there's this big clearing. And Witch's Copse is beyond that. Folk are afraid to go there. It's guarded by old pagan idols.
Interesting. Have you got any proof that the tanner is poaching?
Did you see all them hides?
The tanner's a tanner. So he has hides. What of it?
Exactly. You saw he ain't afraid of putting them on show. Even buckskin. He knows if he puts them on show, nobody'll question it. He wouldn't be so suspicious. But you know what I'd like to know? What's he got hidden in his workshop, eh? Apart from hides.
Have you ever seen the tanner poaching with your own two eyes?
I haven't actually seen him, but I'm quite sure it's him. I just know it. I'll gladly confirm it, even to a judge.
I'm afraid that won't be enough when there's no material proof. Where does your hatred for the tanner come from?
I beg your pardon? You come here asking questions, and you're impertinent to boot.
I was only asking. Keep it to yourself, then.
So the tanner does well out of his trade?
Does well. He's on the pig's back, and no one ever made that kind of coin out of tanning hides. It'd be a miracle if he wasn't guilty.
Or maybe he's just very skilled.
Skilled my arse, you numbskull. He's a puffed-up idiot, a botcher, and a bastard.
That'll be all. Thanks.
Be sure and check him out. And don't forget he's a crook.
I'll bear that in mind.
Thanks for the advice and all the information.
You're quite welcome. Justice must be done. God be with you, sir.
Here's another camp. There's nobody here now. I could take a look around the area, or just wait for the camper.
What are you snooping around here for? Do you want me to report you for breaking and entering? Either you pay up, or I'm calling the guards.
I admit I was not on my best behavior. I swear on my honor that it won't happen again.
All right. No doubt it'll come in handy one day to be in your good books. So run along. But don't try anything like that again. Are you lost?
Nice camp. All these hides and gutted deer.
Eh? Fucking hell!
Gamekeeper Vostatek has been looking for you.
What does he want? The garlic I harvest here?
He wants us to go and see the Troskovitz bailiff together.
I ain't going. I'd rather croak out here in the forest. So keep your distance.
Listen, I want to give you a chance to think again about what you're doing here. You may have had a good run, but that's over now. So take it like a man and stop talking bollocks about garlic.
Kurva. So it really is all over.
We're going to see the bailiff.
All right.
I've got another poaching lowlife for you. He chose the forest round Vidlak Pond.
No, please!
It's too late for begging. You're for the noose. I have to make a record in the Chronicle.
What? Fuck off! I saw nothing. I was never here.
Knew you'd do the right thing. You're a dead man!
Go!
Hey, you! You hear me?
Pray for a quick death, you bastard!
Hey, fucker!
Go! I took care of that poacher. He's in the hands of the bailiff now.
Excellent. Who was this crook?
Some asshole pretending he was there picking garlic.
Lovely. Here's the reward I promised. And now I'll drink to it, I reckon. We can both have a little celebration. What do you say?
I think I'll leave that up to you. You've had more practice than me.
You're good.
Is there anything more I can help you with?
I don't need anything more from you.
And is there some other gamekeeper around?
Lad, the only proper gamekeeper around here is me. But Nabokov has a gamekeeper too. You could try him.
Uh-huh. And what's his name?
Varel, as in barrel. Go and see him.
Where does he live?
Close to Nabokov Mill. He's got a cottage on a hill and his eye on the surroundings. We're both having trouble with this. How to say it? This ghost. So it might be worth talking about if it's still troubling him.
Well, you got me curious. Thanks for the tip.
Greetings to you.
You silly... Good day to you.
Gamekeeper Vostatek from Takov sent me here.
You were sent by Vostatek?
Yes. He hired me to find and catch poachers in his forests. That job's done. So he sent me to you. He said there's something I could help you with. He was talking about some ghost?
Nice. You might actually be useful then. What's your name?
Henry.
I'm Varel, the gamekeeper in these parts. But I suppose you know that. The lad who helps me told me a while ago about this ghost you mentioned. But I'll tell you about that after you help me with those bastards infesting my forests. What do you say? Will you do it?
Aye. I just need to know some details.
Sure. Ask away.
How do you know you've got poachers here?
The usual. There's been less and less game, and there's always a reason for that. I thought at first it might be them wolves that are rampaging there too, but I found some remains. It's a poacher, all right.
How can you tell?
There were knife cuts on the bones, not marks of wolves' fangs.
Where do these bastards of yours usually hunt?
The first one has been poaching Troskovitz, the graveyard site. Now we've started patrolling there, he's pulled back to Slatigo, somewhere to the east of the graveyard, and we ain't too keen to go there.
Why's that?
The place is cursed. And on top of that, it's swarming with wolves. You know that half-built cottage in Slatigo?
That must be deep in the forest, right?
The previous gamekeeper started building it, but he didn't finish it. He kicked the bucket before he could go on his first round. I've been gamekeeper here since then, and I don't intend to end up like him.
Right. I reckon that's all I need.
Good luck. Farewell.
Look what I have for you. Good boy. Good boy.
That must be the unfinished cottage Varro was talking about. This is the poacher's camp for sure. Only there's no one here, and it looks like nobody's been here for quite some time. That's odd. I must have a look around. It looks like the poacher was attacked by wolves in his hideout. He tried to flee, but they chased him down. Oh well. I'd better report it to the gamekeeper.
Come here.
A poacher's dagger. At least that's some proof for the gamekeeper. What are you doing here?
I'm resting. There has been so much to do lately that even I, too, must rest before proceeding. Like peasants at harvest time, that is hard labor, too.
What kind of work do you do?
I assist people, sometimes with their pain, their suffering, their hatred. It varies from one soul to the next.
You sit there so serenely as you tell me such things. You're a little scary. You know that?
I scare you? You need not fear me. I don't hurt anyone. I only help. It is that which comes before me you should fear, not me. If I may, I have a question for you too.
You may.
We have seen each other many times. Why have you left it until now to stop by?
I don't remember seeing you before.
Really? I have always been with you whenever you... Well, never mind. Just consider how many times you have had me by your side. I am leaving now. Good luck, Henry of Skalitz.
You know my name? And you know where I'm from?
I was there. It kept me very busy.
What do you want? You look terrible.
I've got news about that poacher that you sent me to catch.
And? Did you catch him?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how you said this poacher leaves a mess behind?
I know, the weasel. That really makes my blood boil.
Anyway, that's how the wolves sniffed him out. He didn't stand a chance against them. There wasn't much left of him, but I brought at least this as proof.
Show me. A hunting knife. This knife will be no use to him now. But still, no one deserves such a fate, getting ripped to pieces by wolves. Never mind. I'm not going to grieve over him.
You said something about a ghost. Will you tell me what that's all about?
Hold your horses. All in good time. If you help with another poacher, I'll tell you the whole story about the ghost. Or are you tired of walking through our beautiful forests?
Oh, leave it out. Tell me about the next poacher.
What do you want to know?
What should I do with him? Arrest him and take him to Troskovitz?
If some wild beast doesn't mete out justice first, aye. If he's not willing, force him. But make sure he's not too battered.
Yeah, I understand. There's a lot of poachers on the rampage here, aren't there? Is there anything different about this one?
This poacher is operating on a big scale.
A big scale?
He's killing so much game that he must be selling it somewhere. It's much more than he could use himself. Only, to prove anything, I'd have to grill all the innkeepers in the area. They wouldn't tell me anything anyway.
Where does this one hunt? Any idea where I should go looking?
A stone's throw from here, in the woods around Samine Pond.
Christ, it's right here under your nose.
I don't like going into them forests, to tell the truth. Even though they're nice and close, there's something not right about them. The game is often frightened. He uses that to his advantage. Miller Kreisel occurred to me. He looks out over that area, so he might know something. Even if he is a bit of a strange one.
Actually, Kreisel has people working for him who live even closer. I'll ask them.
Whatever you say.
Thanks. I'll go and find him.
Good luck.
Care.
Can I spend the night here? Just the one night's enough. All I need is to spend the night.
You can sleep on the hay, but it won't be for free.
Agreed. I'll pay. Here's some groschen for you.
Agreed. Like I said, there's plenty of room on the hay, but don't go wandering about my house.
Would it be possible to sleep here sometimes?
If you're not some kind of scoundrel and you pay in advance, then aye.
Let's agree on a price.
Thanks. Feel free to stretch out on the hay, but I don't want to see you in the house. See you later, my friend.
God be with you, neighbour.
What's the chance? That old coot will outlive us all.
Hey, unless you want to end up the same way.
Fuck you, whoreson!
Useless! Christ!
You're not allowed.
Greetings. Can't it wait till morning?
Gamekeeper Varrel sent me into the forest to look for a poacher. I hope you don't have anything to do with it.
I don't have time for poaching. But it's true, you can sometimes hear some bastards on the hill above us. But none of them has dared to come down here. I reckon they're afraid of getting into a chat with Zenek and having their day ruined.
Thanks. I'll search deeper in the forest then.
Off you go, quick!
Someone's making camp here, but it looks like a bandit's camp. This is definitely evidence.
You! Get out! Calm down now. Nobody saw anything and I'm leaving. And don't come back, you idiot. You've got to be kidding me. Get out! Right now! Stop gaping like a stuffed owl and piss off! Back off before I kill ya. Good boy, good boy. You don't want to do that. Alert! To arms! My head! Enough!
Do I want to send Mutt home?
Here, Mutt. Search.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Here, Mutt. Search. Huh?
This is definitely evidence.
Hmm?
definitely evidence. Quick! 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 Ja!
Whoa!
You silly dog.
What's that? If you have time to tarry, come and sit down and tell us what's new.
Can't say no to that. God bless you, miners. Where are you headed?
Greetings. Where? To bathe our bones in the fresh air. You know, man. For us, the sun is what you might call a precious commodity.
Where are you coming from?
Don't matter where from, fella, but where to, you know? We heard tell somewhere near Sassow they're after yakkers like us to open up some manways and new drift mouths, and there's some nice chink in it.
Chink?
Aye, I could spill it to you, kidder, seeing as you're not one of us. There's no way you'd fit into our breech levers. Good addling's there for every yakker, you know.
Thanks, miners. But I have to be off now.
Right, you are. So
My God, lad. Why are you covered in blood?
I found those poachers, like you asked me to.
Poachers? More than one?
Yeah. A whole band of them. And not just poachers.
How do you figure?
From the way they were armed to the teeth. Their camp is a little to the south of the pond. It's full of loot.
Somewhere by the rocks? Well, that's damn close. Got any proof they're there?
I found this on them.
Typical. The fuckers know what they're doing.
This lot weren't willing to listen to reason. So I dealt with them. They won't be doing any more poaching.
Blimey. You took them on all by yourself. Well, you saved me having to persuade Bailiff Thrush to send the Troskovitz garrison after them.
Have you anything else for me? What about the ghost you mentioned?
Aye, the ghost. He was poaching in Kopanina for a while, right on the border between my patch and Vostatek's. He knew well what he was doing. You wouldn't believe it, but it turned out to be some Hans Caper, a noble from some Ratai place. They wanted to hang him in Trotsky, but didn't in the end, I hear. They say Sir Otto himself stepped in.
That's the first time I've heard that story. And I don't have anything to do with that poacher.
There's no depth nobles won't stoop to these days.
So if I'd come to see you earlier, I'd have tracked down this nobleman. I'd love to know how that would have turned out.
We can't turn back the clock, so we'll never know. But I can see into the future, where there's a nice reward waiting for you for helping out me and Vostatek. And here it is.
Is that the end of the poachers in Trotsky district, then?
It ain't such a big area that there'd be dozens of the buggers.
That's true. Take care then, Varro.
You too, Henry. It was good to see you, my friend.
Hail. What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
What do you have for sale?
I'll have a look at the web. Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
God grant you.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. And then there's this gang of bandits giving me trouble. Their leader is some fella called Kanka. I hear they're robbing all along the road from here to Nabokov Mill. Someone says they have a camp in the Troskovitz Gorge. I'd like to take him out myself, but it's rough terrain and I don't want to risk it. And that's about it.
That sounds interesting.
Greetings. Hey! You're all...
Nem tetszik, ahogy néznek minket. Hiba volt idejönni. Amin nyugodtan leszünk.
Greetings. Do you need something?
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Siegfried, the herdsboy, dropped. He was moaning about wolves killing his sheep. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting.
And what can I get for you?
What's the latest?
Nothing much, and I hope...
Show me your word.
Nem tetszik, ahogy néznek minket. Hiba volt idejönni. Amin nyugodtan leszünk. Akkor... Könnyű ezt mondani. Igen, többé.
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
You silly.
Die!
Ka! 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 Whoa!
Blessings to you.
I've got that sheep gut for you.
I hope you killed the poor creature before you pulled it out of its rectum. Or did you chicken out and buy it somewhere? Not that I care. Wait here a while and I'll make them strings for you.
Why linger on? Let's...
I got those strings for you.
Ah, how the hills shall ring out in gladness to their glorious sound.
We'll fix the loot and head off for Kuttenberg, fame and fortune. All praise to you, friend.
Right. I hope that's all you need.
If only, Henry, old pal. It's just there's still one little fuck-up. Friend, we have a problem. The innkeeper doesn't want us to leave. Says Kuttenberg isn't the place for us.
Can you imagine? He who never set foot outside his village wants to block 2 free souls in their path to fame.
And fortune.
And recognition.
And under the skirts of town maidens.
Beast. In short, dear friend, you must have a word with him. You're worldly wise. He's sure to listen more to you than to us.
Hang on. How can the innkeeper keep you from going anywhere?
Well, you know, he's incapable of grasping that the artistic soul needs to fly as free as a bird.
Aye, he's an
Ignoramus.
Besides, we owe him a bit of coin.
Well, why don't you pay him back then?
That's just it. We'd love to. We could always scrape together a few groschen.
But it's not coin he's after. He wants us to work off our debt.
He lets you two drink on credit? How so?
Because he's a damn crook.
He knows we can't pay back our debt outright, but he counts every wretched sip we take and adds it to the burden we have to shoulder.
I'll have a word with him and we'll see what happens.
That's the spirit.
Let's drink to that!
Greetings. God be with you.
I hear Michael and George have run up a small debt with you.
A small debt? They owe me a whole heap of work, my friend. A month ago, I told them to dig a hole for shit behind the barn, and I'm still waiting. There's a privy there, but now it's full. The shit has nowhere to go but downhill. It's flowing down to the bathhouse. The other day, they promised that if I poured them a drink, they'd haul sacks of chaff to the barn. They boozed for free all night and swathed down sausages till they were as greasy as a cart axle. But that chaff is still out in the damp and rain.
Praise the Lord.
So, haul some sacks and empty the latrine. And then the debt is paid?
Aye, but I'll bet my boots that even if those two miraculously got off their asses, they'd still manage to rack up another debt in no time.
Delicate poetic dream is rent apart, leaving stars forever etched.
What is it Michael and George have to do to pay off their debt?
Haul sacks of chaff to the wagon and empty the...
The interminable torment of waiting for our instrument. And all for naught.
Well, we can always work on our lyrics.
God bless.
Oh, good grief. What on earth are they eating to shit this out? I should have ditched those songsters ages ago.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Greetings. Well, okay.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Oh, damn. This is throwing my back out. From my neck to my arse. At least it's done.
5 in the morning, serenading.
The jobs have been done. Like you wanted.
But I gather from the stench you did it all by yourself. And those two dolts didn't lift a finger again, did they? Fuck. How is that supposed to drum the idleness out of them?
It won't. But what can you do?
Nothing. The job's done, so the debt is settled, I suppose. Michael and George can go to the devil for all I care.
Thanks. I'm sure they'll be delighted.
Sooner or later, someone will wring their necks anyway. Not everyone will be as soft on them as me.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam.
I'm afraid.
Toes, thanks.
You have a what?
It would be if you...
Any other news?
Recent, I started.
Why?
They set up
Aren't we?
that.
Did
they mean?
Yeah.
By the...
That's that.
It then, by the... If you go and he takes...
Oh?
You'll... I all right now.
That's enough for me.
And that's pretty...
Thanks, Inky. I've squared things with the innkeeper. Your debt's been settled.
Our saviour! We knew you'd support our artistic souls and save our mortal bodies.
May your name live in glory!
Your glory shall be sealed by the song we wrote for you.
Oh my God, what have you done?
Fuck yeah! For you and about you, our hero!
Definitely not going to sing those words, right?
Which words?
You know exactly what
I'm
words.
just joking. Right, you ready?
Can't tune the strings.
You've got one job. Good? Right.
When it seems you're out of luck, there's just one man who gives a fuck. A friend who'll never leave you stuck. Now who can that friend be? Well?
Ludiak?
Henry, our hero Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man. Henry, reliable Henry, he gets the job done the best he can. Oh, oh, oh.
Watch out, here we go.
Oh, oh,
I can't hear you in the back.
When you want to string your lute and trumpet with your back drum, who will pull a sheep gut out through the creature's rectum? Oh, Henry, we thank you, Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man. His fellow man! Henry, let's drink to Henry, he gets the job done the best he can. Yeah!
So, how did you like it?
Weren't we fantastic? I tell you, that lute really gave it a punch.
I'd say we were incomparable. Chi la dura la vince. You can't keep a good man down. The world awaits us.
Awaits us with open arms.
It was quite interesting.
Interesting?
I mean, I never heard anything like it in my life.
Ah, you want to say new? New and original?
Yeah, that's it. Definitely original. Maybe a bit too much.
Ha! I knew you'd like it.
Dear Enrico, thank you for everything. It's time for us to shake the dust of this God-forsaken place off our feet and seek our fortune in the big wide world.
Kuttenberg, here we come!
New life, here we come!
Now, hold your horses, fellas. What about my reward for everything I've done for you?
We've already paid you back, my friend.
Didn't you hear the ode we wrote about you?
Look, that's all very nice. But what about some coin?
Please, Henry, don't be so base. No gold in the world can match the luster of our velvet voices.
Just wait till that song about you makes the rounds. You'll be so famous you'll have to fend off the women with a pitchfork.
Besides, you've gained the most valuable thing in all the world. Friends.
Farewell, friend. And thanks for everything.
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really quite simple. You bet some money and fight against 3 blokes in turn. Our first fighter is hard. Then we have Bohunek. And then there's...
I'd like to try the fights here.
Why not? But it won't be for free if you don't have enough money. Try to go and see Crazel at the... Maybe you can...
I prefer to pay for myself.
I see you are a man of action. I like it. The fights can get started then. Or they could. But as I said, old fear...
So you took my money for nothing?
Easy, lad, easy. We'll sort something out. What if you tried to talk to Dorothy? You're a stranger. Maybe she won't be a show and...
All right, then.
If he says it's all right, I'll be happy to help, friend.
Greetings. You know you stink, don't you?
I'm looking for the barber, Fiala.
Then you found him. What can I do for you?
Well, hurry up. There's some fights to be fought. The whole tavern is waiting for you.
I know, but my Dorothy has forbidden me from going.
And can't you just put your foot down? You're the local champion, but you let yourself be commanded by a woman. Everyone will laugh at you.
Someone's laughing at me for listening to my Dorothy? Call those fights. If they dare, I'll let my hands do the explaining.
Goodman, come here for a moment.
Why not?
Did I hear right that you're going to compete in the fights at the tavern?
Aye, I'm planning to. Why?
Well, I have a favour to ask of you.
What do you need?
One of the fighters, named Bohunek, he takes care of the horses here.
What about him?
I want you to give him a proper beating, so he won't be able to sit for at least a week.
That won't be a problem.
Thank you. And then come and see me. I'll figure out how to reward you.
Aye. Come to think of it, it was him who told me.
Come and fight.
Wunderbar. Ausgezeichnet. Möchtest du wetten? It's more fun when you have something to lose or win.
Here you go.
That is what I like to see.
Scheiße!
Greetings. Greetings to you, friend.
You gave me a beating. If you broke my Grazien finger, I won't be able to play anything for a while.
Thanks for the fight.
Ah. You too. Here are your winnings.
Thanks. Let's fight.
It'll be my pleasure. But before we start, I'll collect the bets. Do you have any money?
I do. Here you go.
And now, pray.
They found a dead body stuck in the holes. But the river has a powerful current. The dead man.
What are you doing here?
See you, friend. You don't look like it, but you're a good fighter. Here you go. And you owe me a tooth, you cunt.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
What the fuck are you on about?
That's for Anna. And if I ever hear you touched her again, I'll use my steel instead of my fists.
All right, fine. I'll leave her alone.
Could it be?
So, are we gonna fight or not?
You better believe it. But we have to bet first, right?
The bet sounds...
That's what I like.
Wipe the floor with it!
Take that! I'll knock your whiskers right off your face. Let me enjoy this one last time. Take that! You want to try me? I'll knock your whiskers right off your face.
Greetings. Are you afraid of water or what? Oh, you too.
Good day. Good day.
Dorothy was right. I should let the others do the fighting now.
Good fight. Thanks.
You're welcome, lad. You beat me fair and square. But if you want to practice anything or learn something else, come and see me. I'm certain Dorothy wouldn't mind that. Here you go. It's all yours. And from now on, I'm going to make a living through boring but honest work. Don't forget to go and see Lawrence. He has a nice reward waiting for the winner. Careful.
What will it be?
I defeated all my opponents.
I noticed, and I couldn't believe my own eyes. I thought Fiala would send you home crying. But you certainly deserve to win anyway.
Thanks.
By the way, if you enjoy fighting, go and see Crazel the miller in Lower Semine. Maybe he'd let you try your strength against some of his hired hands.
Maybe I will, if I'm ever in the area.
I apologise.
I think Bahunek won't be bothering you anymore.
Did you give him a proper licking?
A proper licking? That's an understatement. I beat the shit out of him.
I knew I could rely on you. Unfortunately, I can't pay you for it. I can barely make ends meet myself. But I can sew clothes and wounds.
Thanks. That'll come in handy.
And I can also teach you something. How to mix a special ointment or to make a few stitches with a needle. What do you say?
I'd like to learn something. I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to know?
The mysteries of alchemy aren't free. I'd be happy to pay for some.
All right, I'll show you something. But you need time for it.
I'd like to learn something.
What would you...
I'd like to learn...
All right.
God be with you.
One beer.
I heard you could teach me something.
There's no time for it now. Come back later.
What are you here for today?
I need a bath.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
I've got a few wounds that need taking care of, and I need a hot bath. And wash my clothes, too, so I don't look like a beggar.
All right, but money up front.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. I'm sure you'll be very satisfied.
There. All cleaned and bandaged up, friend. I hope next time you'll want me to do more than just wash your back.
You silly doggy.
Wanker!
Greetings.
Good day. What do you want here, you yokel?
My body is...
Certainly.
I'd like a pretty girl to take care of all my needs.
Don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on you, you'll forget all your sorrows. At least for a little while.
I can't wait.
Excellent. Pay up and we can get started.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. I'm sure you'll be very satisfied.
Next time, just do what you want to me, and that's that. I prefer when a fella leaves here satisfied.
Sick! Thanks to God and the Blessed Virgin. You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
You silly doggy.
There. It looks better already. Aye.
Careful. Nem tetszik, ahogy néznek minket. Hiba volt idejönni. Ha mi nyugodtak leszünk, akkor ők is. Könnyű ezt mondani. Még egy köpés, és nem bírom tovább. Majd... Dobnyiki. Úgy néznek ránk, mint a gyilkosokra. Csodálkozol rajtuk?
The innkeeper said something went down at the tavern.
Nothing serious. We just kicked those human scum out of the place. But the thing is, I'd sleep better knowing someone made sure they don't come back ever again. Someone
Like me?
What an idea! At least you'd show you're worth your salt. After what you pulled last time, your reputation could use a bit of polishing.
All right then. I'll take care of the Cumans.
Excellent. I don't care what you do with them. Just find their camp and make sure I never see them again. Got it? Seems they came from Samin. Try asking there. Someone must have noticed that rabble.
What are you doing here?
What?
You've no business here. Good. And don't come back till you've learned your manners.
Christ, take a bath. You look awful.
Hail to you. I'm looking for Cumans, and I heard they have a camp around these parts. Do you know where it might be?
I don't care about such nonsense. But try asking Lord Samin or Captain Gnarly. They might know something.
Thanks. I'll ask them.
It's good to...
Good day.
What do you do?
Lord be with you.
Good day to you. I'm looking for the Cumans, and I heard they have a camp around these parts. Do you know where it might be?
I don't care about such nonsense, but Lord Samin or Captain Gnarly might know something.
Thanks. I'll ask them.
My friend.
What happened? Why are you all covered in blood?
Captain, do you know about a Cuman camp somewhere in the area?
Well, I've seen some Cumans hanging around the Rock Tower Pond. I think they joined forces with that nomad vermin. Try asking Bojena the herb woman. She might know something about them. Maybe try Nartan the shepherd down past the village. He knows every stump around here. See you later.
Careful!
Servus, Sartuke Joe.
Right,
that's what you guys. Da bist es, da bist es.
Greetings. What do you need?
I heard there's a Cuman camp somewhere in the area. Do you know where it is?
Aye. What do you want from them? They're good people.
I just need to talk to them.
Better to talk to the Voivode. Well.
Da bist es schon.
Greetings!
Can you show me?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not.
Ah, you know what I mean.
I understand.
Of course.
I understand. Don't worry.
Da bist es, da bist es. So tam jest zbliczaj.
Good day.
I'd like to...
And
are you good with this?
I'm good.
That doesn't...
I get it. You come on. Let's go and kick up some dust.
Zbachtalo. Good boy.
God be with you.
Da bist es schon.